How do you get from zero budget to being on the road to an Academy Award consideration? My name is Pietro from WFA Animation, and today I have the great pleasure of speaking with Mila writer-director Cinzia Angelini, who created an incredible collaboration with more than 350 artists. Cinzia worked on movies such as Balto, The Prince of Egypt, The Road to El Dorado, Spirit, Open Season, Meet the Robinsons, Bold, and many more. She's now directing her feature film Hit Pick for Cinesite, the same studio that created the new Adam Family movies. She shares great actionable advice to help you put together a team and bring your story to life. So let's get to it. Hi Cinzia, welcome to WFA Animation. It's great to have you here.
Oh, fantastic to be here with you guys. Thank you.
We met about 10 years ago at City and Animation Expo. And you were just starting Mila. I remember the excitement about the project. Can you tell me how the idea started and why the project is so unique?
Mila is a story of a little girl that is caught in the middle of World War II bombardment. It's inspired by my mom's experience during World War II in Italy. And it's really a story within a story because we put it together on a volunteer basis with 350 artists that volunteered from 35 countries, and it took a decade to be completed.
I love that. And now the short film is going toward an Oscar, potential Oscar nomination. How do you feel about that?
Let's see, we're still far from that. For now, we are in consideration. Very soon, there is going to be the first set of voting to get to the short list. So we're going to go from 84 films to 15. We'll see if we are fortunate to be part of that. And then in February, it will be the second voting for the nomination. So we'll see, we're aiming towards that, but we'll see what happens. I just started with colleagues and friends, and then very quickly, because of the theme of the project of talking about kids caught in the middle of conflicts, it really touched many people, many artists around the world, and we quickly grew to 350 artists volunteering from 35 countries. And in 2019, we also we're very happy to bring together the independent world with a big studio like Cinesite that helped us bring Mila to the finish line.
That's wonderful. I think that this is perfect for our audience because as writers, as you know, you never see like openings as a writer in an animation studio. It's very unlikely to see a position. So let's say I'm a writer, I want to have a personal project I want to share and bring to life. What would be the first step in an environment that is collaborative as the one that you created?
You don't wait for people to give you opportunities, just go out there and grab them. Basically, bottom line that, for not just writing, anything really. Like for me, it was directing, a woman in Hollywood with an accent 10 plus years ago. You want to direct a feature film? Good luck, so that's one of the reasons why I did Mila, and I think it's the same for writers. If you have a story, a personal story, or if you want to help somebody that have a story and you want to develop their script, if you don't have your own, doesn't matter, and at the beginning might be for little money, or like many people started on Mila volunteering because they didn't have a portfolio and they grew within the project, and then they created a career for themselves because they could use the material we gave them before the film was finished. Really put in the work and don't expect anyone to give you a chance. It's you having to go out there, show what you can do, fight for it, the eyes of the tiger type of thing. That's what you need to do. And but eventually it will happen. People will notice the hard work. People will notice your name out there on various, even independent, shorts. So just put together like something you can pitch to people. like a board artist that wants to have a go at your script. And I think bringing a script to an animatic level, it's also helping a lot personally for a writer as a portfolio, because many people are very visual, and many people taking decisions maybe don't have all the time to completely fully read something. I mean,
nobody wants to read your script.
Right?
I hope you're enjoying the video, and if you want to help me create even more content like this, please consider becoming my patron and receive great perks. Now back to the interview.
Especially when you start, it might look like it reads and it works for you on the page because you're so familiar with it. You've seen it like 1,000 times, but somebody else might not think the same. So having one of the best thing I did on Mila personally, and that's directly to answer this question, it was to ask Emanuela Costi, a great story artist. She's now working at Leica as a head of story, to board Mila. I could have boarded it myself. I transitioned from being an animator to being a story artist, but it was so personal and close to me that I felt like I needed somebody else to have a go, just for that very reason. So same for you, especially if you're not a board artist, ask somebody to interpret in drawings your script, and you'll see, through the questions or what you get back, that maybe some places are not as clear. You want to rework it, keep it rough at the beginning, because I'm sure you're going to have a lot of back and forth. And that's what happens in production. You go through like 1,000 iterations, very well, so that's a great exercise to do with somebody that is at your level and what they're doing. A board artist, they need a portfolio, they don't have a story because they're not a writer. Find those people, work together and help each other out.
So throughout this whole process, how many times did you want to give up, and what kept you going?
During Mila?
Yes.
I don't know, hundreds probably. No, I mean, it's been very, very difficult because Mila is very complex, multi-sets, multi-characters, multi-looks, 20 minutes of animation, crazy project. Doing that on a volunteer basis is like insane. But that's who I am. I don't take no for an answer. Also strangers that wrote me about they've seen a clip. It's fantastic. Their grandparents died in a concentration camp. When you open up those emails, quitting is not an option. You just keep going. But this should be true for anything. If you have a dream, don't put it in a drawer. Keep it out there. And if you believe 100% on it, it will happen. You cannot accept no. That's not an option. Keep going at that. It takes time. It takes effort, a lot of sweat, but you will be rewarded if you believe 100% in your project and yourself.
I remember your determination and passion since we met, and how do you make that contagious? Because with so many people, and life happens to any of them on a volunteer basis, how do you keep them engaged and passionate about the project so that they keep going?
Pietro is the Italian accent, it's our beautiful. I think being enthusiastic yourself about the project, it's already, very important, because people feel it. Even if we are across, screens, and we actually invented remote. We were remote when people didn't know how to spell remote. So people will feel your passion, your enthusiasm, how you believe in yourself and the project, and also give back. That's the most important thing, especially if you're like volunteer basis or semi or, independent. Always, like Andrew and I always try to give back with portfolio reviews, internship, letter of recommendations, advices, anything, master classes we organized, and try to do that within the project, but also keep that as like your way of working when you're going to be famous and be the big shot writer. Don't forget about where you were 10 years before. Always try to help, give back. That helps so much, yourself, and then just to create a great vibe, so.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Cinzia. I hope to see you soon. I can't wait to learn about your future projects, and I wish you the best for the Academy Awards.
Oh, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for your time, and beautiful to be here.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'm Pietro, this is Write for Animation, and now go write something great.